Hey you guys, it's your girl Latanya Vibes. Welcome to Soul and Soil Podcast. And this is another Mental Health Monday. Yay! Clap it out for yourself. Alright, let's get into it. And this episode, or this one, is going to be called I'm Doing It with the Best of What I Got. I'm only showing up with what I got today. I'm only showing up with what I got today. And I'm going to be okay with not being okay. That's really the whole theme of all this shit is I'm going to be okay with not being okay. Because a lot of the times I feel like we all try to move past the uncomfortable feelings because for a time in the past they were easy to suppress, but then like as time has passed, right? Things seem to get heavier and heavier, and it's because all you've been doing is suppressing. You haven't been healing. You haven't been dealing. You haven't been dealing to heal. How about that? This message kind of came about like some recent things that kind of occurred in my own life, good and bad. Like, I wouldn't say bad because a lot of times everything works out for me. So whenever something bad happens, it's really for my good. That's the mindset I'm trying to keep and harness and live by. But basically, let's get into it. Your girl got 2 of her certificates. It's not my main degree, but I got 2 certificates that I completed within my degree for my majors or minors, right? Girl never got this far in school, so I didn't know these things were a thing, right? So recently, I had got the 2 certificates in the mail, and in the time that they came and everything was like, all this is gonna make sense in a second. So boom, one day, I think my kids were with their dad this weekend, yeah. So I'm rushing. I'm trying to get every fucking thing in order that I can do within the time frame that I got free, right? So a lot of times people would be like, oh girl, you get to relax, you get to chill, no bitch. I have to do everything that I don't normally get to do when my kids are always within me or around me. I have to now do that in 24 to 48 hours. And if you think about having your kids 365 days of the year, right? That means if I get 2 or 3 of those weekends out the motherfucking year, babe, I'm trying to catch up for 60, 70 day spurts of things I didn't get done in 24 to 48 hours. Unrealistic, but your girl sometimes makes it happen, which that's what keeps feeding the dumb shit. It keeps feeding the delusion that this works, right? But within it, my kids are gone, right? And I think I was trying to get back in my routine. So I was going back to my little run club, get back in my little mix, proving shit to myself, right? And I was going through shit because I think I was also moving the rest of my stuff to my new place. So I had to get some things out of the storage and move it over here because some of my stuff's in there. I was like, I'm not going to be able to rush and move. We're going to have to put some shit up and we're going to move like slowly. I'm tired of rushing. I can't. I'm going to die if I do it. So I basically was like, let me go ahead and get a load of stuff. I checked my mail and I was already having like a shit mood a little bit. Like I was in a better mood because I had beat my own PR. I had returned back to Run Club after like a 2-week break. So it's like I had some wins, but then I also was feeling like shitty because I was just like, girl, when you're going through good, you don't get to tell nobody anything. And even when you're going through shit, you know you can't rely on anybody. And I don't know how many other strong soulies out there that, I'm gonna call y'all soulies instead of girlies and boys, right? I don't know how many strong soulies is out there doing that shit, but your girl, poster child. So I'm beating myself up because I'm just like, damn, like how did we get here, bruh? I think about all the time I did people pleased. I think about all the times that I like put myself on the back burner to push everyone else and make them feel important, make them feel seen, make them feel like they're not left out. And like, when it comes to me, it's like everyone has this idea that like that girl don't need help or she can do it. Or it's not even that she can do it. They want to see if I can do it and they want to watch a bitch fail. And that's the problem. Y'all can't give Latanya drive like that because it's like because they doubt me, I will always succeed. That is literally the little motto from my graduation class. Because they doubt us, we succeed, we'll succeed. And so that's been my mindset before they even told me that little motto, because my dad used to doubt a bitch. Every time I wanted to do anything, he'd be like, girl, you can't do that. You're uncoordinated. You're this, you're that. Next thing you know, I'm state. I done made state in track. I done made the cheerleading team 3 times. Like, what are you talking about? Girl that went to college for track. What? Girl went to college. Y'all didn't think she could do that. She did that. And now, like, let's say, fast forward, your girl's about to fucking finish, and they didn't think that was going to happen. And so I kind of always had lived with someone or people around me that had a sense of doubt in me, and that has driven me. But I have grown up, and I'm not seeking the validation from others that I did in the past. So like, now that don't fuel me. It do a little bit because I'm still got that Latanya, like the childlike brain of Latanya. And I keep her alive because she deserves to be here. But like, it's one of those moments where I let her tap in when she needs to. But other than that, I don't get the validation from proving y'all bitches wrong, because it's just like, why? What makes you so important that I need to prove you wrong? Who are you? You're me. We're the same. We're humans having a fucking human experience on a soul, you're like on a soul level, in a real way. But I'm going through the childhood trauma in my brain as I finish doing some amazing things, because it's like, I would love to call people and tell them amazing things, but like, are y'all the type of people that when you call people, it's like you turn into the therapist, no matter what? Like, you go in there to call, just have a cute little casual check-in, hey, I'm trying to be present, and then you turn into a therapist. Raise your hand. Only me? So yeah, oh, I gotta light up. So basically I always turn into a therapist. So a lot of times I just stray away from calling people, because it's like, you only want me around when you need a cheerleader. You only want me around when you need a therapist. And you only want me around if you need a yes man in your bullshit. But then when it's time for that relationship to be reciprocal in any way, even just, I'm the type that I don't even really let people know when I'm going through shit, because it's just like, I'd rather just handle this shit myself. But when it's good, like, I would love to be able to tell people things, but then sometimes when I tell people shit, it's like I'm speaking in a whole nother, like, frequency. I wouldn't even say another language, because even language, you could pick up on some shit, right? But I'm speaking in a whole nother frequency that it's like, I get death stares like this. And then I go, but what are you doing? Like, and it's, oh, okay, yeah. So about it. And that's been my whole life. That's been my friendships. That's been my family relationships. That's been my relationships at work, my professional relationships, where it's like, I couldn't call you when I was going through hell and even get just like a sound mind's advice. But now I can't even call you when I did achieve it. Right? And like, when I achieve shit, and I know other people move the way I do, that's why I am sharing it the way I am. But like, even your purpose is to fulfill other people. Your purpose is to make sure someone else don't gotta go through what you're going through. Your purpose is to make sure someone has the support, has the love, has the advice, has the role model. And it's like, when you have that mindset, which again, I'm just giving y'all insight. I am the first of 5 children. I am the first daughter of 5 children, 3 boys, 2 girls. Okay? So that be a role model, that's been ingrained in my head since I was a child. Always be a role model, always be a role model, right? Taking care of others has always been ingrained in me, to where it's like it becomes your identity in a sense, but it's not fucking healthy, because these people are people. And like, when you live in love with grace, you know people are people. It's like, you don't even hold them accountable. And I mean, what I mean by accountable, because the bitch, if you got Latanya in your life, you're going to get one moment of accountability out of you. I can't sit through a lot of bullshit. I really can't. I try. And a lot of times that's going to be the decipher if we're going to keep going or we're strolling. If you can't take a little bit of accountability talk, then yeah, not doing that. So basically, I'm driving. I'm already in a shit mood when I pull up to the mail. I'm in my mindset that there's gonna be bills in the mail, which I don't want to see that. Let's be clear, I don't want to see that. I already know what the fuck I owe. I know. And Florida jobs don't pay you to pay them fucking bills. Well, some of them do, just not the ones I got right now. But basically it was a thing of, I was in my mindset already beating myself the fuck up, already telling myself I was going to get hit with some hell, everything, just because, like, again, when you live in a bubble where you are always taking care of others, there's moments where I'll seal off, and this is for somebody, I'll seal off and I'll take care of myself and I'll just start thriving. Like, I'll start figuring out who Latanya is. I start like finding pride in who Latanya is. I start learning things about myself that I'm like, damn, you really went 32 years without knowing this or without paying attention, and learning that a lot of my thoughts were not my thoughts, like down to kids, marriage, like rushing early to do that shit. Babe, I felt like a failure until I had family. And then when I had family, I felt like an even bigger failure because, but you didn't set me up for this shit. And then you're telling me to do it alone? I had to do it. No, y'all didn't. Y'all had a circle of community around you. Y'all had people that wanted to see not only your kids do good, they wanted you to do good so your kids could be good. And that's just not some of our realities. Like, that's not mine. And so I'm beating myself the fuck up. Not even like, and this is the point, I'm not even realizing how much I've done, how much, like, even when I would sneak away, because I've always been a sneaky child. Like, I'm one of those kids that never get caught. So I've always been one of those, if I find something precious, I will sneak and do everything and not tell y'all it's sold until it's done. And then it's like, damn, Tanya, you was doing, yes. Been working on it for 2 years. You didn't even know it. Didn't even know it, but they're there to reap the benefits. They're there when it's time to ask me for money. They're there when it's time to ask me for advice, because now I done put myself in a position. And that shit is like one of those, it can mentally fuck you, but it's like, you're strong on a soul level, baby. These are human issues. They're irritating because it's like, why do I even have to go through it? But on a soul level, it's like, bitch, I'm bigger than this. I know I'm bigger than this. And so I beat myself up, get to the mailbox. I get this big ass piece of mail in the thing. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm driving, I'm like, open it till you get home, just in case it's some shit. I do not need to be on I-4 teary-eyed. I'm going to be in somebody's back, okay? I'm going to be in their back seat. So let me just wait. But then something told me, why are you always looking for something negative, boo? What have you done? What karmically have you done? What physically have you done for you to not have something good at the end of everything? So I get halfway to the house, but I'm like, I'm nosy. And I'd rather just go ahead and get this shit over with. So I'm opening it while I'm driving. Crazy work. And guess who's teary-eyed? But guess who's teary-eyed for a different reason? Congratulations, Latanya. Date 7, or basically July 28th, a day before my little boy's birthday. Congratulations, Latanya. You have finished and completed so-and-so section of this. This is your certificate. You can go ahead and submit this on your resume, or you can put this on your resume. You can start working in it. And I noticed it was a little fat. It wasn't one. It wasn't one. It was 2. I had 2 certificates completed. Not because of my family. Not because of the friend groups I've been a part of. Not because of any attachment I've had outside of God, and just my will and my purpose and my passions. My passions is what got me through that fucking year of school, because I would always like reward myself for doing my work or my homework assignments with doing something I love to do, whether that's feeding the homeless or providing resources, connecting with people, giving love out to people who I just know you need a hug, baby. You need a hug. Making things with my hands, growing plants again, like just doing the things. And that's when I realized, babe, like, for one, you just fucking exceeded your expectations. 2, you just beat yourself the fuck up for no reason. And then the last thing that crossed my mind was I did not have anybody to tell. I called people, I texted people. And that's not going to negate the people who did reach out to me and share love. Like Deanna, my cousin, I love you, girl. Thank you for your messages. It was like, wow. Even if you was to get $1 million, these motherfuckers would not be the ones you can call. Even if you was to put that homeless shelter up, these are not the people you can call. But then it got me thinking, baby, you've restricted yourself to just these people. If I exist, that means there's many more souls, similar souls out there. And I've encountered them, like the girl that, let me give her name, Marilyn. Marilyn has been a friend for me for like 3 years. We've been friends, 3 to 4 years now. And the way her loyalty has shown up, I would have missed out on those moments. I would have missed out on her. I would have missed out on other people, Miss Joy, like certain people in my life that like showed me. Like I was able to receive myself finally from somebody with no expectation. I didn't coach them. And that's a different type of love. Like, especially if you've never received reciprocal love that's always been transactional. That was that for me. I sat and I was like, bitch, you could worry about the bitches you can't tell, but you got so many new souls that you can tell, and they're going to celebrate you. They're going to love you. They're going to see, they know what you've been through. They've been with you. They have been moments that like, I never called them, but they called me. I never texted them to tell them, hey, I need someone, but they just randomly texted me and loved me enough to think about me. And so the message is, you don't have to be strong, because the people I used to be around, the people I used to like, my whole life was intertwined with, I wouldn't say as they were based off of, because I'm a main character. My whole life was intertwined with making these people happy, making these people be at peace. I wanted these people to be a part of my new life. I wanted these people to be a part of my wins, because when they were winning, I'm #1 cheerleader. Nigga, I'm there with the play, the setup. I'm quarterback. Put me in a game, coach. It's your day. Bet I'm gonna show you how, even though you got all these motherfuckers around you that you say love you, I'm gonna show you how much I really love you, because I see you. I know you. I spent intimate time getting to know you. And I think that like for us, it's about really leaning into when you don't feel comfortable. That's kind of this like the whole gist of this message. Lean into when you don't feel comfortable, because when you finally lean into it, you can be honest with yourself about why. And then you can make corrective decisions and changes. Like even just now, like I went through so much shit going through the move. Do y'all know how many people I've helped move that I know I can't ask them one down, like I can't ask them to do shit. I know, like, don't text them about it, babe. It's not worth it. It's more chaos than good. But when I moved, I did it. Couch on my own back. And that's been several moves like that. Moments where, like, that's my point. It's like, even when it's not good, I can't call you. But even when it's fucking awesome, I can't call you. And if I got stuck in that thought, I would not be where I am today, where it's like, I'm okay with letting that shit go. I'm okay with not keep mending the fence. I'm okay with not being your strong one. I'm okay with not being the bank account today. I can't. A lot of times, there's times where I fed people and I didn't have food. I made sure somebody else had something that I couldn't have. You got gas money? Baby, I'm running on fumes. And so I just want everybody to just sit with why they're uncomfortable. Sit with those feelings. Don't ignore them. Don't suppress them. Don't tell yourself that that's not really what happened, because you got to validate everybody else's experience. Because baby, when they're thinking their thoughts, they're not thinking that. And that's my point, is you're giving that too much mental space, which is why you feel so cloudy. That's why you feel so distracted. That's why you don't feel ignited in your passion. It's because you're not moving for you right now. You're not focusing on you. And that's what you need to be doing. And that's what Latania's doing. Like today I woke up, I already had took off like a few hours this morning, but I was just like, I don't have it in me to come and fake it with y'all. Not right now. I need to sit with my feelings. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to be the motherfucking dynamic baddie that I've always been. Do you feel me? Like this over the weekend, family calls. I literally just went to call y'all to tell y'all I had my certificate. You didn't answer several days. But now that you notice that the phone line ain't blocked, now you're asking me for shit. Or the weak ass congratulations. I'm your fucking child. I'm you. And I am going to continue to be Latanya. I'm going to live in my authentic self. I'm going to start sharing more stories because like I just feel like I'm not the only person that goes through it. And a lot of people look at me like, why is she always so fucking positive? How is she this? Latanya optimizes. Or what's that word that they say? It's when I transcend. Transmute is the word. See, if you say enough words, you're going to get I transmute the shit I go through. I transmute my emotions. I alchemize. Okay? And you do too. You just haven't been focused on that. You've been so tied to the things of the past. It's like, today I woke up and I'm like, I'm living in two different realms at the same time. I don't know who feels that way, but I do. I feel like I'm living in an old world that I know I don't resonate with, but for whatever reason, we still have that cord connected. And then there's moments where I'm walking in my new life and I don't even have nobody to share that with. And I'm like, bitch, you do have people to share it with. You got your soul tribe, the soul tribe. Okay, y'all are the soul tribe. We're not the collective no more. We're the soul tribe. You got your soul and soul tribe. Soul and soil tribe. And so, yeah, we are going to walk into this new motherfucking era together. Chapter 32. Let's go. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Bye, y'all.